In 2022, a NASA astronomer was staring at a screen when he suddenly smashed his coffee cup onto the floor, because the data sent back by the James Webb Space Telescope showed that some galaxies were 13.82 billion years old, while the universe itself is only 13.8 billion years old. It was like standing in a delivery room and seeing a newborn baby, who was older than the mother. He immediately called Nobel Prize winner Roger Penrose. There was a full 12 seconds of silence on the other end of the line, and then Penrose said something that made his scalp go numb. They are not children of our universe. They are orphans of a previous universe. The astronomer thought he had gone insane, until 3 months later, when he found scars left behind by the death of a previous universe, hidden within the cosmic microwave background radiation. At that moment, he realized, our Big Bang was not the beginning at all. What was even more insane was that 6 galaxies captured by Webb all had redshift values greater than 20. According to the laws of physics, their light must have started traveling before the Big Bang. Either physics is wrong, or the universe is lying to us. This is a dead end. Either possibility is enough to keep you awake at night. Did you know? Penrose won the Nobel Prize in 2020 for proving that black holes really exist. But his most radical theory is this: the universe beats like a heart, over and over again. Each Big Bang is the rebirth after the death of a previous universe. This is called conformal cyclic cosmology, or CCC. The entire lifespan of a universe, from Big Bang to death, is called an aeon. Like a chapter in a book. We are living in one chapter right now, and the chapters before and after are other universes. It sounds like mythology, but Penrose provided evidence. In 2018, he and his team analyzed cosmic microwave background images, returned by the Planck satellite, and discovered 30 circular cold spots, hidden within what looked like random temperature fluctuations. These circles were only 0.00003 degrees colder than their surroundings, which seems insignificant. But their arrangement violated all known probability statistics. Penrose said these were fossils left behind by gravitational waves, produced when supermassive black holes collided. In the previous universe, he named these spots Hawking points, in honor of his late friend Stephen Hawking. Why circles? Penrose explained that, when 2 black holes collide, it's like throwing 2 stones into water, creating perfectly concentric ripples. These ripples propagate outward as gravitational waves, at the speed of light. And in the final stage of the previous universe, they crossed the boundary of spacetime, and were imprinted onto the birth certificate of our universe. Like birthmarks that can never be washed away. What's even more unsettling is that new discoveries from the Webb telescope have made this theory even scarier. In May 2024, scientists at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center discovered that some extremely ancient galaxies have brightness levels that completely violate the laws of physics. According to traditional theory, a galaxy needs at least 3 generations of stars to reach that level of brightness. Stars take anywhere from 10 million to 20 billion years, from birth to death. Yet these galaxies already existed when the universe was only 500 million years old. Even if all their stars were born on the same day, there simply wasn't enough time. Unless one possibility is true, these galaxies are not native to our universe at all. They inherited the genes of a previous universe, as if they were reincarnated with memories of a past life. Penrose's explanation goes even further. He says that in the ultimate future of the universe, all matter will decay into photons. Black holes will evaporate completely through Hawking radiation. Atoms will disintegrate. And in the end, the entire universe will be nothing but pure light. In that state, there is no matter, no distance, and not even time, because the essence of time is change. When everything becomes light and nothing changes anymore, time loses its meaning. And that's when the magic happens. Penrose used a mathematical tool called conformal transformation to prove one astonishing fact. When the universe becomes pure light, that state is mathematically equivalent to the state of the Big Bang. Like a ring where you cannot tell where the beginning or the end is, an infinitely large future and an infinitely small past turn out to be the same thing. This is not a metaphor, but a rigorous mathematical proof. But here comes the biggest mystery of all. If the universe truly cycles, is it possible that life from the previous universe left information for us? Penrose says, in theory, yes. Because electromagnetic waves and neutrinos are unaffected by conformal transformations, they can cross the boundary between eons. Perhaps, in some frequency band we haven't noticed yet, there is a distress signal, or a warning sent by a civilization from the previous universe, telling us not to repeat their mistakes. In 2023, the Webb telescope discovered something even stranger. Just 320 million years after the Big Bang, 4 fully mature spiral galaxies already existed. They had clear spiral arms, bulges, and galactic disks. According to conventional theory, structures like these should take at least 6 billion years to form. It's like going to a kindergarten and seeing a 3-month-old baby with a full set of teeth who can talk and walk. Astronomers gave these objects a name: impossible galaxies. Joel Leha, an astronomy professor at Penn State University, said, "These discoveries kept him awake for an entire month. Because if these galaxies truly exist, then our understanding of cosmic evolution may be fundamentally wrong. Either star formation worked completely differently in the early universe, or these galaxies did not start from scratch at all. They may have inherited the gravitational field of a previous universe, their structures cast directly into place, like concrete poured into an existing mold. Even more bizarre, their distribution is not random. A team at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics found that their positions follow a faint but distinct geometric pattern, with a probability lower than winning the lottery jackpot 100 times in a row. Penrose says this is exactly what gravitational wells from a previous universe would look like footprints in the sand. Even after the waves wash over them, the depressions remain. Our universe grew new flesh on the skeleton of the previous one, but not all scientists are convinced. MIT cosmologist Alan Guth, the father of inflation theory, disagrees. He says Penrose's theory has a fatal flaw. The biggest problem is entropy. According to the second law of thermodynamics, entropy can only increase, never decrease. If the universe cycles, how could the high entropy of the previous universe become the low entropy of our universe? It's like asking how a cup of muddy water could somehow become clear on its own. Penrose's answer is elegant. He says black holes are the largest containers of entropy in the universe. When all matter is swallowed by black holes, the universe's entropy becomes concentrated inside them. Then the black holes evaporate, releasing all that entropy as Hawking radiation, and turning it into pure energy. This process effectively resets the 0 point of entropy, like rebooting a computer, wiping all data and restoring factory settings. In 2024, Cambridge University identified a massive cold spot in the cosmic microwave background, over 1 billion light-years across, called the cosmic cold void. Conventional theories cannot explain it. Penrose says it is a scar left behind by the collision of two eons, like a bruise left by two fists crashing together. And the Webb telescope is still observing. Every new image reveals a deeper layer of truth. If Penrose is right, future space missions should detect special polarization patterns around those Hawking points. That would be undeniable proof. Humanity would confirm for the first time that our universe is not unique, and not the first. This theory also answers an ancient philosophical question. What is time? If the universe cycles, time is not a straight line but a closed loop, with no beginning and no end, repeating forever. The sentence you are reading right now may have been read in a previous universe, and will be read again in the next, like Nietzsche's eternal recurrence. But Penrose says it won't be exactly the same, because quantum uncertainty introduces tiny differences in each aeon. These differences amplify like a butterfly effect, creating completely different universes. In one aeon, dinosaurs may never have gone extinct. In another, human civilization may have arisen 10,000 years earlier. The most chilling thought of all is this: if the theory is true, every atom in our bodies may have lived through countless cycles of cosmic birth and death. The carbon atoms in your body may once have been the core of a star in a previous universe. The oxygen atoms you breathe may have witnessed the final starlight fade in the last aeon. We are not just stardust. We are eternal stars, traveling across endless cycles of the cosmos. Penrose is 93 years old this year. He says he may not live to see the final answer revealed, but he doesn't mind, because if the theory is correct, he will propose it again in the next aeon. Perhaps there was a Penrose in the previous universe, also studying cosmic cycles. Perhaps this theory itself is an eternal truth that transcends eons, discovered again and again, proven again and again. The Webb telescope continues to observe those galaxies that should not exist. That ancient light, those mysterious circles, are all telling us that the story of the universe is longer, stranger, and more magnificent than we ever imagined. The Big Bang is not the beginning. Heat death is not the end. The universe is an infinite heartbeat, expanding and contracting, over and over, without end. And we are just a single moment within that eternal pulse. Yet we can lift our heads, gaze into deep space, and try to understand it all. Perhaps one day, a civilization in the next aeon will find Hawking points left behind by our universe in their own cosmic microwave background. Then they will know that in a previous universe, there once lived a species that looked up at the stars, decoded the universe's secrets, and carved truth into the boundary of spacetime. And it all began at 3 a.m. on July 12, 2022, with a shattered coffee cup, and a phone call that changed everything.